Subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest updates. Potential Tropical Cyclone 3 could become a tropical storm before making landfall tonight in southeastern Louisiana, although time is running out for that designation. Regardless, it will bring significant impacts to the southeastern United States. We currently have it with winds of 45 miles per hour or 70 kilometers per hour with a pressure of 1,006 millibars, and it's moving north at 16 miles per hour, and we do have a CDPS rating of 2. That is for southeastern Louisiana tonight, although I would have liked to put multiple areas on this, as it's really for the entire southeastern U.S., as we do have the potential for significant wind impacts along with rain and potentially tornadoes as 3L comes on shore. The current wind fields, the western side, you'll notice, is completely dead of any tropical storm force winds, but to the eastern side we've got all quadrants on the eastern side, 180 nautical miles of tropical storm force winds. In the realm of distances, it is getting closer to New Orleans. These distances might be a bit outdated. 172 miles from New Orleans. It is 226 miles from Gulfport, Mississippi, 277 miles from Mobile, Alabama, 478 miles from Birmingham, Alabama, and 575 miles from Atlanta, Georgia. I included some of these cities such as Birmingham, such as Atlanta, as we will look at in graphics later. You could feel some significant impacts from 3L. This is not limited to the coastal areas, impacts-wise. The intensity estimates, just like yesterday, there's not much to show here. Force 13 in the National Hurricane Center, we're all agreeing. 45 miles per hour on this. The latest forecast cone, still expecting this to become a tropical storm right before or right as it makes landfall tonight. Regardless if it does so, we will feel significant impacts. You can see tropical storm force winds are already here in southeastern Louisiana, and they're just offshore in Mississippi and Alabama, and pretty soon we'll be feeling impacts along the Florida Panhandle as well. This isn't, just limited to the tropical storm warning area. I know we have rip current threats all the way from the South Texas coastline to the southwestern Florida coastline. This is going to be a slew of National Weather Service graphics. 2 to 3 feet of storm surge is possible. Here's the most likely arrival time of wind, tropical storm force winds, rainfall forecast from the National Weather Service. Up next is the excessive rainfall outlook. You can see large area of moderate there. Key messages. There's a Spanish version of this at hurricanes.gov if you would like to read that. Please do pause the video if you want to look in depth into any of these graphics. Severe weather for today, focusing on the Gulf Coast. Threats from 3L today and tomorrow for tornadoes. Sea surface temperatures, they're favorable all the way up to landfall today. 28, 29, maybe even 30 degrees Celsius as it approaches the Louisiana coastline, but time is running out for it to become a tropical cyclone. The H-Dwarf wind swath, you can see the lopsided nature of this system, all that tropical storm force winds coming into on the eastern side, even into the Florida Panhandle, which is why we have tropical storm warnings in effect. Widespread heavy rainfall, as we looked at in the National Weather Service graphic. Multi-model diagnostic comparison, generally keeping this around 35-40 knots. As it makes landfall. Could it become a TC? It still has a chance. The National Hurricane Center are still giving this a 90% chance last I checked. Wind shear is on the decrease, but it won't matter for too much longer, as again it is coming onshore tonight likely. Sea surface temperatures still favorable all the way up to landfall, and mid-level relative humidity on the decrease, but will be leveling out as it makes landfall. Here's a close-up of that center of circulation. If it can get this circulation maybe a bit tighter, maybe some convection over it, maybe we could designate it as a tropical cyclone or subtropical cyclone, whichever one this looks more to be. Zoomed out true color imagery, here's sandwich imagery. You can see the high cloud tops far from the center. So impacts will be felt outside of this, far from the center, and stay tuned to your local weather offices for the latest information for flash flooding and tornadoes.